Hi, everybody. Jeannie here. Happy Labor Day to whoever's watching. I hope I'm gaining some more subscribers to the channel. And I always like to come and chat a little bit. Uh, Today, my topic is friendship. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what true friends are. Um, how do you consider and what do you think a true friend should be like? Um, I'll give you a few pointers that I believe and tell you what I think. Uh, from what I know, I've had, I was growing up, I lived in a neighborhood that didn't have a lot of kids. I grew up kind of a loner. I like to read books in my room and things like that. As I got into school, I did make some friends, but they didn't live near to me. So back then they didn't have like cell phones and things like that. So we just called on the phone occasionally and talked, or I saw them in school. I did have a few a small circle of friends in school. Um, I wasn't one of those you know point on point popular kids. I was just an average girl, and I was brought up in a Christian home and had good ideals, and I had good supervision and good guidance in my life. My dad was my rock. I went a lot of places with him, and he would take me to get ice cream. And we had a very, very, very close relationship where my mom was more standoffish, and we weren't as close as I would have liked to have had her be. But as the years went on, I gained a few more friends here and there, and but I also found out the other side of things, that friends who I thought were my friends weren't my friends. Um, I noticed that especially as I got older, and then computers came into to view, and so I got a computer, and I happened to be on Facebook and social media. So, but I always went to church, and I had some close friends in church, um, and then started going to different Bible studies, and some people had Bible studies in their home, and there was maybe 5 or 6 or 7 of us in a group. So I did go to a certain household that it was a woman's Bible study. And I started noticing that, they were having get togethers and meetups and going to restaurants and things like that. And the reason I knew about it was I saw pictures of these people at the restaurants, and they were taking pictures of each other there, but I wasn't invited. So that's when you're not invited somewhere, you just realize that people aren't who you thought they were being. So uh, it was kind of hurtful. So, but I realized, you know what, those if those people were really my friends, they would include me in their meetups and their outings and things like that. So it wasn't a good sense of things. Um, as I got as I grew and grew, and I had to go to different churches because I don't drive, and so the people that would take me to church Um, Everything was good for a while, and they would take me, and then all of a sudden they would come up with excuses about not taking me. I was getting that inferiority complex, like, did I do something, And the one day I went with a man and a woman couple, and they said to me, I got in the car and they said, before we go any further, we want to tell you something. I said, okay. And they said, this is the last day we're taking you to church. I said, oh, you going on vacation for a while, or no, 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 we're changing churches. We're not going. But a real friend would have said, well, we're going to this certain church. Would you like to maybe check it out with us and go with us? Oh no, no, it was my last day that they were taking me. Okay. So that was disheartening for sure. Uh, and so I through a certain amount of years, when I was married, my first marriage wasn't a good marriage because he was very physically, mentally, socially, spiritually abusive to me. So I hung in there for 32 years, and the abuse just got enough. I got enough, and I had to get out of there. So we separated for a year, and then we decided to go our separate ways and get a divorce. So I had enough of that. So in the years that I grew up, I was saved in 1968 at a Billy Graham crusade, and that was a beautiful time. And I really loved the Lord and never regretted being saved because He's my rock and He's my fortress. He's my everything. When you don't have anybody, or your friends are not faithful or good, you have the best friend in the world when you have Jesus in your life, because He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He'll never abandon you like some people will. Um, but then, after a while, then I remarried, which I have a wonderful husband now. He's a great man, so I'm happy with him. And I started, checking out, uh, going to different places to worship. So in the last few years, I found a really beautiful church, and I went there, and then they formed another church, another campus that isn't far from where I live. So we had a pastor at the church before that. I reached out to him and I said to him, Pastor, if you know somebody that's going to the new church that's not far from me, it's probably 5 minutes from me, or just a little bit longer maybe. But if you know of anybody that's going, near to my home that can just give me a ride there, I'll be really grateful. So the next day, I had two phone calls. Um, a beautiful couple, Jan and Patrick, they said they would be happy to bring me. And another girl, her name's Beth, she also called and she said, well, I know Jen and Patrick, but if they can't take you, I can take you. So I have two two people that were willing to bring me, and they've been so faithful and so wonderful to me. They're like my brother and sister and sister. So I appreciate them so much, and they always check in on me and things like that. So I'm really, really happy about that. So I really would like to just reiterate everything. So So just to think about friendships that you might have now and before, and just sort of like research what you think about them. A true friend will never let you down. A true friend will always be there for you. A true friend will laugh with you and cry with you and pray with you because they're really there for you. So I hope you'll think about these things, and I hope you have the best friends in the world. I wish that for you. But you have a friend in me. If you ever want to reach out to me, um, I can give you, and I will put in my comment section my email if you want to email me. So I love you guys. I just wanted to get on here and talk about friendship and tell you that I love you. And I'm so glad that I'm using this channel for the Lord's glory. He'll always get the glory, always. And you have a wonderful day. If you're having a cookout with family or friends, enjoy yourself. I'm just going to be solo today, just me. I'm just going to go to the store and get something to make myself a nice dinner. Watch some videos, read the word, maybe talk on the phone a little bit. So, and my hubby's uh, visiting someone today, so it'll just be me today. So, I love you guys, and remember, be kind, make good choices, and always reach out to people because you never know what kind of impression you'll make on someone today. Bye bye now. God bless.